Welcome back, everybody. Appreciate you stopping by and giving my review a watch. So today, as you noticed, we have King Keldor. King Keldor was a surprise figure. I'm not surprised we got him. Maybe I am, but yeah. Very interested to see, because obviously you had Keldor from the old series, from say the 2000X series, and you had those figures, but they always presented him as more of the barbarian figure, right? More sort of the Skeletor without a melted face. That was it. But this King Keldor, which if you watch the show, you know the reasoning, but if you haven't watched the show, go back and watch it. It's worth it. Like 6 episodes, not that long. I think it should have been longer, but that's, again, a whole other story. So yeah, we're going to break into King Keldor here. And as always, before we get started, just want to encourage you, like, share, subscribe. It really keeps the page going. Gets the algorithm working in our favor. Certainly leave a comment down below. Always looking to hear what you think. What do you think of the review? What do you think of the figure? What do you like that we do? What do you hate that we do? What do you wish we did more of or less of? Leave a comment. Whatever you want to do. You want to swear at me? Fine, have fun. I don't filter those out. YouTube probably does, but yeah. Okay, don't swear at me. It's not cool. And then, of course, if you are able to, donate, by all means. QR code and the link down in the description. Buy me a coffee. Always appreciated. Really helps. That really helps keep the page going, and is most appreciated. I want to find a way to work in a subscription of some kind. Not sure how we're going to do that, but we're going to work on it. And of course, check out my eBay. eBay, I've got stuff going in and out of there all the time. You know what I haven't mentioned in a little while? My Etsy store. You should check out the Etsy store. I got some stuff in there. I got to get some new stuff in there. But yeah, worth checking out. But anyways, don't want to spend too much time there and bore you with that. Let's get into what you came for. As always, we pay attention to the box art, the artists. They put time in. Maybe they're Chinese political prisoners drawing pictures. I don't know. Or maybe it's AI art. I don't think so. But does it ever tell you who did the art? That's a good question. Let's see. Made in Vietnam. Mattel Europe. Blah, blah, blah. Building 1. Mattel. Trademarks. Nope. Don't see who did the art. So that'd be interesting to know. Who does the artwork? I want to know. Because whoever they are, they're doing a good job. Good job. You get King Randor over here. You get Queen Marlena. You've got, I want to say Gigabyte, but that's another cartoon from way back when. Motherboard. Wasn't she in that cartoon too? Talking about like one of the first completely CGI cartoons that I remember. Reboot. That's taken me way back. And I think I saw the first season. But again, I'm not spend all day on that. If you've ever seen Reboot, let me know. I knew it went on for more than one season, but after that it went to cable, and I didn't have cable, I think. And I never saw the rest of it. So I got to find that. Man, that's got me thinking. Weird how the brain works. So again, pay attention to the art. Oh, there's some good art on that side. Good picture of him, looking very kingly. And here we go. Randor's half-brother from the Isle of Anwat Gar. Keldor returns to Eternos to assume the throne. Spoiler! Skeletor in disguise. So, let's check that out. Yeah, it was interesting how they brought Keldor about in the series. It was interesting what they did with his backstory, Skeletor's backstory. What do we have for accessories? I don't even know what we got for accessories with this guy. He's got a cape. He's got a second head. What would he have? What do you think he has? Wild guesses? A removable crown? I don't know. A sword? Nice red background. Very, very red. with blue lighting in the background because I figured it would match his skin. So don't forget, this says open. Has a little window there. Oh, okay. Extra hands. Yeah, that makes sense. Is it extra hands? What are the extra hands? Okay, so the hands he has don't look like they hold anything. They look like they're just fists, right? Balled up fists of rage. These are going to be hands that can hold stuff. So you're going to give him a weapon or something. We'll open them up. I wasn't going to, but we will, because I know people like to see that. Do you? I don't know. Maybe you don't. But yeah, I think he needs holdy hands, right? So he can't sit there holding up his balled up fists of rage all the time. Was that a video game? No, I don't know. Streets of Rage, Fists of Fury. Anywho, way too much information running around in this skull. Excuse me. So those are his hands. That's cool. And he's got a very kingly cape. Oh man, I'm gonna accidentally cut that, aren't I? Probably taped in. Yes, the cape is taped in. Always notice that before you go busting into stuff, because otherwise you could be busting your cape. It looks very much like King Randor's cape, I think. I could be completely wrong, but just that's how my memory sees it. Memory's often wrong. It's interesting. Come on. If we can get in here. Yeah, there we go. Get in there. Boop. That was not even in there. That was not even in there. Good job. Good job, Chinese slave labor. I'm kidding. You have a thick skin to be on this page. This guy, I already know what my main criticism is going to be. You do too. You do too. If you watch this page at all, you know what my main criticism is going to be. But this, I think, will be easy to fix, and I think I'm actually going to get around to fixing it this time. But first, let's bring it down a little bit. Just a little. Okay, so what do we have going on here? So my main criticism, as you know, is going to be the paint tabs. The plastic, the gold, it looks plasticky. You get some paint on there, it looked pretty cool. So, cool coat. It's got black pants on underneath, nice boots. Got the articulation there. You got articulation in the upper thigh, like the rest of them, like they all do. His range of motion on the legs is going to be a little limited, just because of what he's got going on there. The cape, oh, it's elastic. It looks like it has an elastic strap that goes around the arms there. So that's kind of cool. So again, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the articulation because he has the standard articulation that all the other figures have. His head can turn around, and he's got a fair amount of articulation there. I forgot to look at the other head, which both heads look pissed off. This one just has a crown that can come off that I'm not going to take off. I will when I paint it. Maybe I'll do a follow-up video of that. Take that off, paint it. There's supposed to be a jewel in there, if there is. I'm going to paint that. No, it doesn't look like it's supposed to be. But overall, paint taps on the face, where they should be. His eyes are where they should be. Everything's where it should be. So that's good to see. Okay. Same thing goes for this face. All the eyes, mouth, where they should be. Cape, pretty cool. I like the soft goods. It's fuzzy. Again, you know, all the standard articulation. Ab crunch, rotation. What do we got going on here? Yeah, so paint apps, always a thing. But otherwise, overall, he looks cool. I'm not sure how much. I mean, he's got your shoulder articulation. It seems to get hampered a little bit by the elastic that's in here. I'm not sure if that's going around his arms. Let's look at this. I think it goes into the body. Oh, okay. So it's a loop. It looks like it's stuck in there. It looks like if you pulled the arm off or something, you get it out of there. But it appears in there pretty good. Little plastic melt spot. Got a little too hot. I'm afraid to go too nuts with it because I feel like I would rip it good. Yeah, it's going to be kind of a pain to get off there. I'm sure it can come off. It's just how much effort do you want to put in to get it off? So I don't have a lot to say about this guy. There's no nostalgia factor for me. There's no, I think those are the ones I talk about the most, the ones that have a nostalgia factor. Like if you go back and you watch my review on Leech or Trapjaw, nostalgia factor. Toys I played with as a kid. Never had Keldor growing up. Am I glad we got him? Yeah, I'm glad we got him. Would I buy him again? I think that's always the key. That's how I would rate a figure. Would I buy him again? Yeah, probably. Probably. If I was torn between this and different figure with a more nostalgia factor for me, I'd go for the nostalgia factor all day long. Like if it came down to this guy or Leech, I'd take Leech. Because, watch my review on Leech and you'll find out why. But is he cool to have in the collection? Yeah, absolutely. He's worth having in the collection. If you got the shekels to pay for it, the doubloons, the whatever form of dollar is you use, then yeah, he's worth having in the collection just because he's Keldor. And it's a different variation of Keldor. It's an interesting variation of Keldor in the way that they did him. And I, again, think he's worth having. I would buy him again unless I only had money for one figure that day and it was a figure with more nostalgia factor. I'd buy the other one. But again, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. I don't have a lot more to say about him. So what I will say is see ya.